know that somebody that you're supporting only has a limited amount of time left to live. You won't know how much. I mean, it could be a year or 2 years, it could be a week or 2 weeks. You never really know. But if you know that that time is limited and that during that time they are going to lose skills and abilities and energy because they're going to get more and more ill, then planning ahead and sort of advanced planning for how to support them at the end of life needs to include thinking about how to help that person to have as many good days as possible. Not so much how do they want to die, but how do they want to live?
As Victoria's kidneys gradually faded and faded, she wasn't well enough even to sit in her wheelchair, let alone go out. And this was a woman who loved to party. And so the world came to her. And we had to be very imaginative and bounce off each other, really, to make Victoria's life as colourful and as interesting and as entertaining as her whole life had been, really.
How do they want to live their final hours? How do they want to live the final days of their lives?
So we don't want to be going around all doom and gloom. Lisa and Victoria pick up the vibes. They may not be able to understand words, but they can certainly understand a miserable face. And if you're, feeling flat and low. So the house had to be very positive. So we had themed tea parties. I remember one was a Hawaiian tea party. And I went in and there's all the staff in straw skirts and flowers round and doing all this business. Victoria was just laying in bed smiling with absolute delight at all these people performing. And we all joined in. You see, we all joined in. Her bedroom became a place of fun. It was always bright colours and fairy lights and music all the time, because music was her language.
Who do they want to be with if they only have a day left?
When friends came, certainly to say goodbye, they were very anxious and nervous. But then, having come into this house full of light and positivity, really, and said goodbye to Victoria, they felt comforted, I think, by this. And of course, the support workers were picking up on our ideas, and they carried them even further. The Hawaiian afternoon was their idea. We had fruit kebabs, and I think we had rum punch and various other things, various things like that.
Think about if somebody only has 2 hours of energy in a day because they're so ill, that's all they've got, 2 hours, then you're helping to plan that person's care is helping them to think what they want to do with those 2 hours, how you want to use them, and really using them to do your own cooking or to walk to the shops because that's what you've always done and that's what you spend your last 10 years supporting the person to do. That might not be the best way to use that energy now. This might be the time for you to do the cooking and for you to help the person, move around the house, because they need that 2 hours of energy to be with their mum or to watch their favourite film on television or to do whatever it is that makes it a good day for them.
And they become really imaginative because she was refusing to eat as well. So they did fun things with food. I think jellies spring to mind, green jellies with fruit in. And I went in one day and she's just sitting there going like this, just, oh, this is fun. And then gradually licking it. And they became very inventive, and I take my hat off to them. They were really good.
So that's the thing to think about. What will make a good day for this person, knowing they'll be going to be asleep for 22 hours and awake for 2? What are we going to do with those 2 hours?
And we had tears, but we had lots of laughing as well.